Mondi, what's up, man?
Hey, Julian. What's up? What's
We
up? What's
got
up?
a lot to discuss. This is gonna be a monster pod. I'm super excited. For once, like I think my favorite segment is gonna be trailers. Like for once, like oh my god,
Mm.
I'm so excited. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment. What was your favorite trailer? What do you think of the Avatar trailer? What do you think of the Percy Jackson trailer? I need to know. Mondi, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
All right. First big news that's kind of been out for a little while now is that SAG after the strike is over.
Yeah.
They announced the writers or actor strike is over. So that's why this influx of news is coming so fast because studios are like, oh, bet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige, get the fuck up, bitch. It's time to promote.
Get the fuck up. Get on Jimmy Fallon. Get on Jimmy Kimmel. We're doing
hmm
it.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
yeah.
man. This is it's been a long time coming. I'm so glad this shit is fucking over, so we can
Mhm.
get back to just getting quality content. Well, maybe not quality content, but at least content. Because I do feel like films like the Marvels or other films that may have released like damn, what was the one the creator that released during the strike? Like these films that didn't get
TMNT,
yeah, right, Ninja Turtles.
Blue
These
Beetle.
films that didn't get a fair shot when the writers and actor strike was going on for promotion, that people just didn't see or didn't hear about. Now, hopefully, moving forward, that'll be able to be rectified. So, this is a great news. This is great news.
Agreed, agreed. Disney will absolutely look at including more 2D animation films in their future movies. This is a direct report here. Me, you grew up in the '90s, man. We grew up on movies like Aladdin, Hercules, Mulan, Lion King. But this new crop of kids, man, they're just used to the little 3D movies, which I love 3D animation. Don't get me wrong, but there's something special about that 2D animation, and I'm hopefully they can get this back in the mainstream.
So yeah, I mean, it's interesting that you mentioned, that we are products of the '90s, where these were the only type of movies available to us when we were kids, and I'm not sure that the kid now is going to be like, why the fuck is this not 3D? Like they've only seen that, so like why would they? I mean, they're kids, they're stupid. So when they see something that's different than what they know, I feel like their knee-jerk reaction is going to be like, why are we doing this? But look, this would be great for us, for people that grew up on animated films. Maybe this will like reinvigorate my passion for these films that are meant for kids. But I don't know. I mean, I'm hopeful that it can be done, but I'm honestly a little pessimistic because I don't think that the target audience is going to love this. But look, I hope I'm totally wrong, and I hope that these 2D films are nothing but successes. So we'll see.
I counter that with just like the success of anime. Now I know that's not really children a lot of times, but
It's not children at
um,
all.
it's children sometimes, and I feel like if the story's good enough, if the animation is good enough or whatever, it might be a knee jerk reaction at first, but I definitely think it can win over a lot of kids. Like we've seen even stuff like the new TMNT movie was not 2D at all, but it's closer to 2D than like an average 3D film, and kids love that. I feel like they do at least. Or Into the Spider Verse, like I said, those are
Yeah.
all I guess technically CGI'd films,
hmm
or but at the same time, it's leaning. It's leaning on that 2D animation style a little bit, which I think kids can enjoy if it's done good enough. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
and I don't know. That's just my thought. Speaking of animation, DreamWorks co-founder Jeff Katzenberg says that AI will cut cost of animation movies by 90% within the next 3 years. His quote is, "In the good old days, you might need 500 artists and years to make a world-class animated movie. I don't think it will take 10% of that 3 years from now." So we've expressed the pros and cons of AI. What do you
Mhm.
think about this?
If this is true, I mean, this is a good thing, right? Like, well, okay. This is a good thing for a consumer, but as somebody who works on animated films, this fucking sucks for me, right? Like if a fucking computer can do my job and in a fraction of the time is going to take me, then yeah, I mean that sucks for me. But as someone who just consumes films, as somebody on the other side, this is awesome. So I mean, look, it took them fucking 15 years to make Incredibles 2. Like now it wasn't worth the wait, but it took a long time. I mean, it took them like 8 years in between every Toy Story. So if that can be cut down even a little bit, then as a consumer, I'm happy. Yeah, but I still feel for the guys that are in that industry and that are going to be having their jobs replaced. Essentially, like, what are they going to do? So it's tough. It's tough. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. Like you said, it's good on the consumer side, and yeah, it's scary, man. AI is really just coming. It's coming. It's
Hmm.
here. It's not even coming anymore. It's here.
Yeah, it's here. Yeah. Hmm.
And we've got to adjust accordingly. Now let's get into your favorite segment, which is the trailers. I'm going to start off with some serious trailers. The first trailer is for Blood of Zeus season 2. I know you watched season 1.
Yeah,
What are
man.
your thoughts on this next season?
Yeah, it's so weird that it took so long for this season to get announced. It's been like 3 years since the original debuted on Netflix, and honestly, I don't remember a ton of what happened after all this time. But I do remember really liking the show. I remember being like surprised, like, wow, this is actually like a pretty good little Netflix series here. Like, I can't wait for part two. And then 3 years later, it was just announced. So I think it's supposed to debut in 2024, with another stacked voice cast, if I remember correctly. So I'm here for it, man. I can't wait for part two on Netflix next year. Let's do it.
There's also a new trailer, all my MCU fans, for Marvel's What If series, season 2,
Mm.
coming to Disney Plus this year, December 22nd.
Uh-huh.
What are your thoughts on What If season 2? It's
It's
canon.
going to yeah, it's going to be released in 9-day increments. So every day from December 22nd for 9 straight days, they're going to release an episode. I am not going to watch this.
Oh wow.
Marvel, they can't just keep doing this and getting away with it. I'm not going to allow them. So, I stood my ground with I am fucking Groot. Get the fuck out of here. And I'm gonna stand my ground with this bullshit. I will just read the cliff notes. I've already accepted the fact that if I miss something, I just miss it. I'm not gonna let them keep getting away with this. I'm not gonna lie though, the trailer looked low key interesting, but it's probably gonna be 8 episodes of bullshit and then and then a final episode of something that's important, just like last season was. And I'm not willing to invest my time into it anymore. Like, I'm not. So I'm going to skip this. I'll check your Instagram, but I'm not gonna let them win. What do you think, Monty?
Mm. I mean, I enjoyed season 1 at times. I mean, I don't think the 8 episodes were just asked until the 9th episode. I think there were definitely some highlights in there, and this, like you said, this trailer looked absolutely really, really cool. I just want to shout out Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher. I mean, his voice is just so amazing. I want to see him in live action. Um, it looks gorgeous, man. The animation, like they might have upped it from season 1. It just looks absolutely gorgeous in terms of animation, like kind of talking about to what I was talking about earlier, like the 2D kind of style a little bit. I love that. I did have an eye roll moment when I saw that Dark Doctor Strange is back. They just won't let this nigga go. I'm like, oh my god, like we don't give a fuck about Dark Doctor Strange. I promise you, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll definitely be tuning in for this. I'm sorry that you won't. I think it'll be pretty good.
Hmm.
We have the new trailer, the fucking fifth trailer for Percy Jackson and the Olympians has been released. It's coming December 20th on Disney Plus. I chose to avoid this trailer. I avoided the last two. I just want to be as surprised as possible. But what are your thoughts on the trailer?
Nigga said he wants to be surprised as possible, but he's literally seen the movie. But okay.
I mean, I don't know what
Anyway,
this new series is going to go into details of different things the movie didn't cover, so I just don't want to know. But I'm that
that's
excited for the series.
hey, oh, Monty, what the fuck ever, nigga. Anyway, um, this is the actual first full length trailer that we've gotten for this series that's coming out next month. It's kind of annoying. Like, I'm not sure why it's taking them so long to get a 2.5 minute trailer together. All we've gotten so far was a minute teaser, a 30-second teaser, a few posters, a few character shots, but this is the first time that they actually gave us something with actual dialogue, things that are happening. We got to see a lot of the world, a lot of what they're going to do, and it still didn't excite me. It really didn't. If I'm being 100% honest, like, it didn't excite me at all. So I've chosen to not reread The Lightning Thief. I want to have some modicum of surprise or shock value when certain things happen that I don't remember. Obviously, I still remember all the major plot points. And shout out again to Adam Copeland, aka Edge, former wrestler who's playing Ares. He looks fantastic. I still don't know how they're going to pull off. Well, never mind. That's a spoiler. Um, there's still certain things I don't know how they're gonna pull off and make look believable and make look real, like in live action. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch this as soon as it comes out. Like I don't mean to say or give this impression that I'm not super excited for this because I absolutely am. But this trailer didn't really do anything for me if I'm being real. And I'm kind of disappointed that they weren't able to give me anything aside from one moment. There is one moment in the trailer where Annabeth puts her cap on and she turns invisible, and I was just like, oh my god, that looked great. But other than that, ah, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure that the series is going to be great, and I'm sure that they're saving everything for the series because a lot of what we got in this trailer was just the first episode or the first 2 episodes, which they keep advertising are going to drop together. That makes me a little worried. Typically, that only happens when one episode ends on kind of like a meh point, and then they want to leave you with something else, so they go to episode 2 directly, which is going to be like, whoa. We'll see. We will see. I'm optimistic. I'm sure this is going to be good. The creator of the series, Rick Riordan, is heavily involved. So let's do it, man. I'm excited for this.
Next trailer is for the live action Yu Yu Hakusho show coming to Netflix December 14th of this year. What are your thoughts? Did you watch the anime? And what are your thoughts on the trailer?
This nigga here that I watched the fucking anime, bitch. You're funny. Monty, you know what? I'm interested in what you thought about this as somebody who has
Okay.
not seen the anime.
Yeah, I haven't seen the anime at all. I know that there's one character. I think his name is the main character. Yu Yu Hakusho. He has that like little bean with his finger.
Yusuke
Yusuke.
Urameshi. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I call that nigga Yu Yu Hakusho. He got the bean with his finger. That shit big as hell. So that's all I know about the show. And this trailer actually it impressed me. I like the trailer a lot. I mean,
Oh,
I thought
okay.
I thought it looked.
Oh,
I thought it looked
okay.
really really cool. A lot of the action beats were cool.
Mm.
I think One Piece might have started something where we can get some good live action anime stuff. But like I said, I have zero context. I don't know. So I'll pass the reins on to you. But I was impressed. I'll definitely be checking for this December 14th.
That's great, man. You gonna watch it subbed or you gonna watch it dubbed?
Dub, come on now.
You're fucking funny. This look ass. This is like a big bag of ass. I'm sorry.
Really, really.
One thing that did
Wow.
look cool was Tagoro and his brother. That looked super cool just to see like him being on his shoulder, seeing how big they were able to get Tagoro. That was awesome. Seeing the spirit gun was they
Now
saved it to
that
the
looked
end.
ass. That looked ass. I'm not gonna
I'm gonna
lie.
say, yeah, like they saved it to the end for dramatic effect. Like they were like, "Oh, I know, everybody's waiting on it." Wait, hold on, get in the camera. That shit was ass. I'm sorry. Um, this is gonna be terrible. I'm not gonna watch this. Like I'm going to have to be heavily convinced by people that have actually seen the anime that this is great. So yeah, sorry, you Hakusho
Oh,
fans.
wow. I thought it looked pretty good. Next trailer here, the actor, the Japanese actor that stars in everything, Hiroki Sanada,
Mm.
stars in the first trailer to the show called Shogun, releasing on in February next year on FX and Hulu. Is Hulu trying to give us some week to week Game of Thrones type television?
I don't know. But look, I'm not gonna lie. This trailer looked pretty good. I mean,
It looked awesome. It looked
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. Like it caught my attention. I was like, okay, Hulu, bitch. I'll be there, bitch. Open the fucking night. Like, what the fuck? Like, the one
This
thing
shit-
there was okay. There were two things that really bothered me about the narrative and the overall plot of this trailer. And guys, look, I'm not gonna hang on to these points because obviously it's just a trailer, and once the series comes out, these two things could be totally false. One, I couldn't stand that all these fucking Japanese people were talking English. It was just pissing me the fuck off because clearly they were in like feudal Japan or some shit. Two,
Mm.
there just has to be this white savior. I can't stand it. I just cannot stand that fucking storyline. But look, maybe he dies in episode 1. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, this looked fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I will be watching this. Called Shogun. Let's do it.
Racist. I agree with the white savior thing, but I didn't get white savior vibe. I was just mad at the fact that there was white people in the show at all. I just want to see Japanese people. Yeah, I just want to see Japanese people in feudal Japan like fighting. And
Okay,
number
there.
two, you're a fucking hypocrite because I had that same issue about the speaking their native tongues in the movie Prey that came out last year, that Predator movie. I'm like, why are they speaking Native American? You're like, it doesn't fucking matter. It's just a movie. But now you see, yeah, it bothers you when you have some kind of attachment to whatever you're watching. So
Mm.
it does kind of strip it of its authenticity a
This
little
nigga
bit.
Monty been holding on to that for 2 years. That shit is so old.
Oh, okay. Oh, now it's old. Niggas
Yeah.
hate receipts, boy. Anyway,
Bitch. Let it
anyway,
go.
the show looks awesome, guys. I think this could really have an opportunity to be, one of my top shows next year. Just the budget alone, and just I love Hiroyuki, whatever his name is. He's a legend,
Hmm.
and I'm glad he's finally getting an opportunity to display that in a big budgeted show like this. Now let's talk. Oh, last series trailer, guys, is for the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender. How could we forget this one? Series comes out February 22nd on Netflix. What are your thoughts? We are both big Avatar: Last Airbender fans. What are your thoughts?
Man, it's interesting that it's coming out so soon. I didn't think that we would get a release date so soon for this, but I'm excited that it is so soon. If I'm being real though, this trailer didn't look, okay, guys, again, I'm born in 1993. Okay, I grew up like I was literally in I was a 10 years old when fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender debuted on Nickelodeon.
Hold on, once again, bitch, hypocrite once again. Because last week
What?
when I started my Miss Marvel's review, and I said I've been a fan of this shit since 2008. You're doing the same thing. I was born in '93. I've been a fan of this. Yeah. So your whole little monologue right now, I'm going to interrupt you because just like how you
That's
did
fine.
me last week,
That's fine.
and call
It
you
doesn't
call
bother
you
me.
out on your bullshit. Call
It
you out on
doesn't
your
bother me.
bullshit.
It doesn't
Anytime
bother
niggas
me.
start going back to when they were born and shit, it's about to be
Yeah.
some bullshit. But go ahead.
Hey, this nigga Monty is mad. Oh shit. All right. Anyway, like I said, born in 93, guys. I literally grew up with this show. This show means so much to me. But I also grew up with The Last Airbender, M. Night Shyamalan. And I think I'm just like I have like scars. Like I think I'm literally like I have trauma. Like because I've seen things that appear to look good. And then when I watch the product, I'm like, this is ass. So when I saw the trailer for this, I was like, okay, I mean, sure, like this looks good, but we got no dialogue from any characters. We got no interactions or camaraderie with any characters. The little action beats that we did get, I mean, M. Night Shyamalan's trailer action beats look cool too. So I'm not gonna praise the show for that. I'm not. Uh I have to see more. Now, I mean, am I excited? Of course I am. I mean, sure, yeah, but like this trailer didn't get me excited. I was more so excited about the release date than anything else. I will say the look for Aang, and his name better be motherfucking Aang, bitch. Um,
You don't like all?
it no, Aang can go to fucking hell. Ong, Ong. M. Night Shyamalan, you fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. Jesus Christ. What the fuck was I talking about? You got me thinking about M. Night fucking Shyamalan again.
No, you were saying Aang, something about Aang.
Oh yeah. His look, his look and his arrow, like it looked great. Um, the only person that looked a little weird to me was Iroh, but I'm gonna love him either way. So who gives a fuck? And yeah, I mean, I'll be watching this as soon as it comes out on Netflix, February 22nd, very soon. Um, they must have had this trailer in the back pocket for a while now because it's so weird that it's coming out so soon. But I guess they didn't want to release it without being able to promote it and blah 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 actor strike. So what do you think, Monty? I'm very curious.
Literally the same exact thoughts. I mean,
What?
this trailer actually looked like the Shyamalan trailer. Like
Okay. So I'm not
it
crazy.
looked
Okay.
no, it looked very reminiscent of the Shyamalan movie, which looked great in the
It
trailer.
looked
Like
great. Yeah.
I remember being so hyped for that movie because I was
Yes.
like, oh shit. And so yeah, I didn't get nearly enough to be excited for this. I mean, obviously I'm a huge Airbender fan, but bro, like I don't know, I'm kind of nervous, man. And even we heard how the creators of the show left, because Netflix was doing too much pandering and stuff like that. So I don't know that
Mm,
it's some writings on the wall that aren't really the best right now. But yeah, this trailer didn't do anything for me to be honest.
okay. God damn.
Um, Now some movie trailers. We have the first trailer for DreamWorks' new movie Orion and the Dark. This comes out in 2024 on Netflix. A little kid and he's scared of the dark and he meets the embodiment of darkness itself. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, this look ass. I'm too old for this. I don't care about this. Monty, what do you think?
Yeah. Am I too old for this? Probably.
You are.
Will I watch it? Who knows? We'll see.
You will.
Check my Instagram next year. Um, we have the trailer for the new Ultraman movie. Has been released, coming also to Netflix next year. This is based on a popular Japanese '60s TV show
Hmm.
called Ultraman as well. What are your thoughts on this trailer? This is animated, by the way.
Yeah, this also looked ass. I'm not sure what the fuck Netflix is even thinking with this, but maybe I'm just not the target audience, and that's fine. That's fine. I will not be watching or supporting this. Mondi, what do you think about this?
So I can say the storyline definitely looks ass, but I am kind of drawn to Ultraman, just the lore of it. It looks kind of cool. Um, I like superheroes, so you got me there.
Oh.
And so I'm interested to see what it kind of reminded me of that Cartoon Network movie. You remember that movie called Fire Breather that came out when we were kids? About
Hmm.
the kid whose mom was a human and her dad was a fucking dragon, and somehow they fucked, and he was half dragon, half human.
Yes. Hmm.
It kind of gave me Fire Breather vibes, but I don't know about this one. I think I will watch this one just because it intrigued me enough, but I was kind of weirded out by the storyline. But yeah. Anyway, next animated trailer, guys, is for Garfield, starring Chris Pratt in theaters May 24th of next year. I don't know what Chris Pratt has done to these animation studios, but he has a hold on them, and he will keep getting an animated bag. What are your thoughts?
It's so funny that a lot of people's reaction to this trailer was just that Chris Pratt's voice for Garfield was just Chris Pratt's voice. What the fuck did you think he was gonna do? This nigga doesn't do voices. He didn't do a voice for Mario. It was just his voice. If he doesn't do a fucking voice for Mario, arguably the most popular animated character in the world, do you think he's gonna do a fucking voice for Garfield? Like, get the fuck out of here. This trailer looked ass. I'm not watching this bullshit. I don't give a fuck about Garfield's fat ass eating. I don't care that Samuel L. Jackson is his dad. I don't care. I'm not watching this. I will not support this in any way, shape, or form. This was terrible. Mondi, I know you're a cat guy. You love cats. Yeah, Garfield. Yeah. Fucking bitch. tell
Wow.
me, tell me,
Okay.
tell me that you love this. Tell me.
I don't love it, but I was a
Oh,
big fan of the live action Garfield movies in the early 2000s with Jennifer Garner. It was Garfield 1 and it was Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties. I actually love those movies.
nigga said
Now,
Garfield, a tale of two kitties. Oh my god.
yeah, but this movie right here, this animated one, I don't know. It just didn't do much for me. Like I said, it's possible that we've just outgrown this type of movie. But I'd like to believe that even if I was a kid and watched the trailer, I'd be like, I don't know about this one, mommy. Anyway,
No, you'll be
uh,
like, mommy, I want to see Garfield.
anyway, we have the trailer for Merry Little Batman has
Man.
been released. This is coming to December 8th this year on Prime Video. This is a Batman movie for kids. Julian shaking his head. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on the Batman trailer.
Get this shit the fuck out of here.
Is
Look
that four get the
again.
fuck out of here in a row?
It might be. It might fucking be. But look, man. And if I'm not the target audience, that is totally fine. And clearly I'm not for this. From the animation style to Batman Saves Christmas, like get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna support this at all again. This shit was
You,
ass. Yeah, go ahead.
you ain't like Batman with a beard? And why is Damian Wayne black or Mexican or whatever? I don't know. Anyway, um, yeah, you kids have fun with this movie. If I want to see Batman, I'm gonna watch fucking BVS. I'm gonna watch the real fucking Batman, bitch. Yes, I said the real Batman. I didn't say Dark Knight. I said BVS. But yeah,
Mm.
guys. Yeah. Anyway, next last animated trailer, thank God, is for Inside Out 2 in theaters June 14th. Bill Hader and Mindy Kaling will not return as the characters Fear and Disgust in this movie. However, they will be replaced by Tony Hale and Lisa Lapira. This is Disney's most watched animated trailer of all time with 157 million views. It broke the Frozen 2 trailer record. Were you a fan of Inside Out 1? And what are your thoughts on this trailer?
Interesting. 157 million views, and I was not one of them. I didn't watch this trailer because I didn't watch the first one. Didn't give a fuck about the first one. So, Monty, I know you love the first one. Tell me, what do you think about Inside Out 2 trailer?
First of all, you need to stop telling me what you know about me because I actually did not love the first one. As most
Yeah, you
most
did.
people do hold Inside Out 1 in high regard as like one of the best Pixar films. I liked it. I liked it, but it's not even top 10 Pixar to me. Now maybe I need to see it again. I only saw it one time, but I know this movie is highly revered in the Pixar fan community. But I definitely will be watching this one. The trailer didn't give us much; it was more of a teaser more than anything. But I do want to see where the story goes from here because I think It's been this long since the first one came out, and so they probably got a good story to tell. Um, we have the first teaser slash trailer for the movie called Damsel coming to Netflix, starring Millie Bobby Brown, Angela Bassett, and more. What are your thoughts on this? This looks kind of interesting to me. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Millie Bobby Brown versus the dragon, huh? All she has is a sword and her wits. Mondi, this is going straight to Netflix for a reason, in your words. If they really believed this, it wouldn't go to streaming. It would go straight to theaters. So shout out to Angela Bassett. Shout out to Millie Bobby Brown. I'm not watching this bullshit, Mondi. I'm sorry. I'm not watching this. You tell me how much you love this.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I love it, but the trailer intrigued me enough. I love me a good fantasy flick. I need at least 3 in my year in my veins to keep me going. And so
Mm.
hopefully I can add this fantasy film to that 3. And yeah, I can enjoy it. I mean, it looked like a nice budget here. It looked like some good story work, some good costume design. I'm here for it. I don't know why you're writing it off so quickly. The next trailer here, guys, is for The Fall Guy. This is the movie starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt in theaters March 1st of next year. What are your thoughts?
Yes, Ryan Gosling, the stunt man, trying to win back the love of his life. Emily Blunt. I don't see the attraction there. That's just my opinion, but whatever. Rom coms.
Attraction like between Gosling and Blunt, or just the attraction to the movie?
Attractions between Gosling and Blunt.
Okay.
Yeah, he's too good for her. Anyway, anyway,
Ew.
yeah. This is coming to Netflix if I remember correctly.
It
Um,
is?
I said if I remember correctly. Um,
No, it's coming to theaters.
Coming to theaters. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm not watching this. Actually, I do loves me a rom com, so I might watch this. Depending if it's in that hour 30 to hour 45 range, then yes, I will watch it. Any second over that, I'm not going to give this a shot. Um, yeah, he's chasing her, she's chasing him. We've seen it before. Let's do it, I guess.
This looks really fun. I'm surprised you didn't see that. This is like a really good time at the theaters. You need these kind of movies. It kind of in the vein of like a Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds and movies like that, where you got the action and the stunts and all that kind of stuff, but also you got some really good maybe some character work there as well. So I look forward to this movie. I think it'll be a good time in the theater. This is kind of you can get some popcorn, slushy, enjoy, and watch
Mm,
Gosling do him. So yeah, I'm here for this.
wow.
Um, and last trailer here, guys, is for the trailer of the year from Madam Web. This movie, this movie, man. What are your thoughts on Sony's Madam Web
No, no, no. I
in the Venomverse?
I need you to go first. I need you to go first, please. Tell me everything.
Okay, so people were shitting on it. It doesn't look that bad. I've
It
heard a
does.
lot of crazy. It doesn't look that bad to me, but I can't say it looks good. But niggas were saying like it's like the worst movie of all time. It won't make $7 at the box office. I don't know about all that. The story is kind of wonky. I remember Madam Web. My only reference to her, actually, I don't have any reference to her in the comics, is from the '90s Spider-Man cartoon when
Same.
he would interact with her old ass sometimes.
Hmm.
And I thought that was really cool. And so she has similar powers to that she did in the cartoon. Every superhero movie these days has to have some kind of multiverse or some kind of,
Hmm.
I don't know, like just different
Some type of
possibilities that can
connective
happen.
tissue. Yeah.
Connective tissue. I'm pretty sure Tom Hardy's Venom will show up. I'm pretty sure Morbius will show up. I'm pretty sure fucking Craven will show up in some capacity. Sony, you can go to hell. I mean, I've expressed this many times before. So let's just throw Madam Web in the fucking unit in the fucking Sonyverse. Sure. Now the funniest thing I've been seeing is all the dialogue on the villain and how he looks like. So I wrote a few of these down, guys. These are some of the funniest ones. These niggas said he looks like a Spider-Man Lotus villain. They say he looked like a CW Spider-Man. I thought that was hilarious. They said
Hmm.
he looked like Miles Morales, just straight up Miles Morales. And
Damn.
they said he looked like Spider-Man was on The Boys. I thought that was the funniest one. So yeah, these niggas got a what what is that, like a grade C Spider-Man? It's not even a grade B. It's like a C grade Spider-Man in the movie as a villain. And yeah, it just I don't know what to think about this movie. I really don't. Like I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm like, I know it's gonna be bad, but I don't know. What are your thoughts? I'm confused on this trailer. I really am.
So the trailer and the movie are going to be. I mean, I have two different things to discuss. So the trailer looked terrible. It looked abysmal. I'm sorry, um,
Abysmal?
abysmal.
Oh man.
Like almost like there was nothing redeemable about it. Sydney Sweeney in full costume and makeup. I mean, she's gonna be good to look at, but I just don't believe that she can act at all. Like I just don't believe it.
Oh
Um,
man,
and the girl from 50 Shades
50
of
Shades of
Grey,
Grey.
yeah, Madam
Dakota
Web
Johnson.
herself, Dakota. Thank you. I it like you. My only exposure to Madam Web is in the '90s animated cartoon. So seeing seeing it go from this old lady in a wheelchair to Dakota, it's just like, whoa, okay, okay. But you know, I'm not even mad because, like, you know what? Times change, characters change. Who gives a fuck about Madam Web and her character design? Like, who cares? Uh, Now, the actual film itself, I think this film presents an interesting opportunity to get Spider-Man in this Sony Venom verse, whatever. I mean, because you know, we were
Please
promised
don't
this.
get a. Please don't bring this
No,
nigga in. Sorry, show you. I'm sorry. Please, Disney,
he's
fight for this.
he's he is a coming, brother. He's coming. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Don't be fooled. He's Tom Holland is probably going to be in this as an alternate variant of himself or something. I don't know. But I mean, there's a reason that Ben Parker is in this movie. Um,
A
they
young Ben
were
Parker.
young Ben Parker. You know what that means? The funniest thing I saw was like the fucking end credit scene was like Madam Web and Ben Parker and May Parker, like, oh, we just, you know, there's a terrible accident and we, you know, our nephew's got to come live with us. Madam Web, what's his name? Peter.
Peter.
Credits.
And guess what? That would get me pitch.
Yeah. Nigga Monty. He said Peter. He said Peter. Oh my god. I mean, look, I am gonna be their opening fucking night for this, okay? Like literally, I'm gonna be their opening night. I'm expecting this movie to be bad, like D level bad.
So wait,
But
you think this or Craven will be worse?
oh, this is gonna be worse. Like
Okay.
at least with Craven, I can expect some form of entertainment with the action. Hopefully, I'm expecting nothing from this, like nothing. No, seriously, like the action's gonna be bad. The acting is gonna be bad. The costumes are gonna drive me up a fucking wall.
Mm,
Anything they say or do is just gonna be like, oh my god. Um, but look, I'm gonna be there to support it. It's gonna make $7 off of me alone if that's all it makes. Is I'm gonna be there opening night to watch the Madam Web movie. Holy fuck, Sony, fuck you.
yeah, yeah. Fuck you, Sony. Anyway, your boy Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, says that several political parties have approached him in 2022, asking him if he would run for president. His quote is, "They brought up their own deep dive research that would prove that I should either go down that road and I'd be a real contender." Would you want The Rock to be fucking president? I know you're a huge Rock fan.
Do I want The Rock to be president? I don't care. No. Yes. Sure. Who cares? I mean, what the fuck
What?
is he gonna do?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he'd be a puppet regardless, which is pretty much what he alluded to in that statement. But just the face of America being a rock, sure, fuck it, why not?
Cool.
It'd be better than fucking Joe Biden ass. Um, anyway, I just wanted your thoughts on that. A couple anime announcements. There's a John Wick anime in the works. John Wick has been spinning the fuck off of shit lately. So John Wick anime, that could be cool. And also Netflix announces a Terminator anime series coming soon as well. How do you feel about a Terminator anime?
This is an interesting one. I mean, I think if done right, it could be cool, I guess, but the John Wick one, I mean, ah, I there's a thousand anime about niggas with guns killing people, so they're gonna have to get Keanu Reeves in the studio to do the voice, and if that happens, then maybe I'll be interested. The Terminator one, um, they can go a few different ways with the Terminator anime, so I'm like more excited for that one, but honestly, I'm probably gonna forget about it after we get done recording this. So yeah.
Speaking of Keanu Reeves in anime, did you ever watch the Animatrix that came out like with the Matrix like years ago?
I watched it once, and I feel like I
It was
watched
so
like 30
good.
minutes of it. Okay, so I remember like almost the exact opposite. I remember I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, I feel like I wanted to watch The Matrix, and I selected this by mistake, and I was like, "What the fuck
Oh
is
yeah,
this?"
because it came on the DVD, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah,
bro,
I don't have any
it's
recollection of it.
it's hard, bro. It's hard. I think if you go back, you might enjoy it. Arcane season 2 comes to Netflix November of next year. This is a show that I've literally had so many people tell me to watch this show. It's an animated show on Netflix. I'm going to watch it just because of all the recommendations. But for all the Arcane fans out there, apparently it didn't get enough love. I've heard that spiel so many times. Arcane season 2 is coming, and I'll be watching season 1. So I'll give you guys my thoughts on that soon.
Mm,
Have you heard of this Arcane show?
never.
Really? Oh, okay,
Nope.
interesting. Harley Quinn has been renewed for season 6. Oh, 5. I'm sorry, season 5 at Max. This show continues to keep chugging along, man. It's getting all these seasons, and yeah. Any
Shout out
thoughts?
to Harley Quinn.
Jack Quaid, who plays Huey on The Boys, also voices Superman in the show My Adventures with Superman. Says season 2 is already in the can. He says get ready for more at some point. This is a show I watched like the first 3 episodes and I just fell off, but I heard it got really, really good. What are your thoughts on this? And did you watch season 1?
I think I literally watched the first 3 episodes myself,
Mm.
and I have not picked it back up. But I remember enjoying the episodes for what they were. Um, but yeah, sure, season 2 on the way, I guess.
And did you know that Jack Quaid voiced him? I didn't know that until I just saw that. That's
I did know that. Yep, I read the credits.
okay. Don't do that. Frozen 3 and 4 are confirmed to be in the works at Disney.
Mm,
So I guess studios these days say, "Why have a trilogy when we can have a what's it called when it's 4 movies? A quadrilogy?
sure,
Who knows?" Anyway, that's
quadrilogy.
that's that's a guaranteed 800 million minimum for those movies. So Disney's like, yeah, why not? Um, there's a John Wick spinoff series about the High Table in the works. Um, John Wick. I watched the Continental. I expressed some joy about it, but let's stop milking the John Wick franchise, please. I mean, I
They're not
love
gonna
you.
do it.
But this, like, what is this turning into? Anime, Continental, High Table
Mhm.
show. John Wick
This
5
is
has been confirmed.
this is
This is
what
like,
happens when a movie makes $1 billion, bro.
hold on, what made a billion?
I believe part 3 did, didn't it? Or close.
Did oh,
Or
I
maybe it
know
was
that.
part 4. Yeah. One of them made $1 billion.
It
It was
wasn't
either
part
3
4.
or 4.
Okay. Well, yeah, man, it's crazy how the first one started off as just small, contained story that could have really ended right there, and now look where we are. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the John Wick movies and Continental. I enjoyed that too, but we got to stop this shit at some point. Stars greenlight Spartacus, House of Asher. Um, Nick Tarabe is set to return. I know you were a big Spartacus fan. You tried to get me to watch it, I believe, at one point. I remember watching this show just for the like. I never watched it, but I remember like watching like the titty scenes and stuff like that on YouTube. But
Horny.
apparently it evolved into something. It evolved into something more than that, kind of like how Game of Thrones did. But I've heard great things about people who love Spartacus. Like love this show. So, what are your thoughts as a Spartacus fan that is coming back?
Yeah, this is in my top 5 shows of all time. Spartacus is an amazing series, and I'm so glad that after all this time, we're getting more content. The creator, Stephen DeKnight, did mention that this is more of like a what if kind of series. Like it's not like a direct sequel or prequel. It's
What?
more of a it's more of a like what if this didn't happen to this character, and then we're gonna get a season of that. And if it does well, we're gonna get more. So I'm super excited for it because Asher died in the series, and they're bringing. From my understanding, anyway. Obviously, not. I don't know, but they're going to try to get him from a point in the series, maybe, and then tell a different story with him. He was definitely one of the more interesting characters in the series. So, like, there's a lot that they can do with this character in particular, and I'm expecting cameos. I'm expecting Liam McIntyre. I'm expecting Manu Bennett. I'm expecting everybody back. So I can't wait for this, man. This is gonna be awesome. This is appointment television for me.
What has Marvel started with this multiverse shit? This is crazy. Didn't like the main actor of this show die from cancer?
Yeah, Andy Whitfield was Spartacus in season 1, and he literally had cancer. They tried to extend the show with Gods of the Arena, which was a prequel to the original Spartacus, so he can get his treatment. But he ended up passing away, and they had to recast Liam McIntyre as Spartacus. But yeah,
Okay.
Andy
Sorry to
Whitfield
hear
was
that.
great as Spartacus too. Yeah.
Okay. There's an Elon Musk biopic in the works at A24 with with Darren Aronofsky that's set to direct. Uh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a crazy moment right out of my head. But what are your thoughts on that?
What is so fucking funny? I don't give a fuck
Wait,
about Elon Musk or a biopic on this nigga. So who cares about this?
okay, this could be kind of cool, I guess. Denzel Washington will star as Hannibal, the man who attacked Rome, atop an elephant, and it's gonna be filmed by Antoine. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm having like a fucking mental breakdown right now. Anyway, Denzel Washington is going to star as Hannibal in a movie about the guy who attacked Rome on top of an elephant by Antoine Fuqua.
I'm so confused. Like,
I'm confused too.
uh,
Anyway, yeah. So he's teaming up with Antoine Fuqua again. They did all the Equalizer movies. What are your thoughts on this?
they're gonna get Denzel's big ass on top of an elephant, huh? That's crazy to
Wait,
me.
what? You're you're fucking disrespectful. Stop saying shit like that.
I'm disrespectful. Okay, yeah, all right. Shout out to Denzel, I guess, and Antoine Fuqua, I guess. Um, do I want to see Denzel in a period piece? I don't think I do. Um, I don't know. I'm not watching this. No,
You're so judgmental these days. I
that's
actually
fine.
used to. I thought Antoine Fuqua was so talented growing up, or in his early in his career, but now his last couple movies, bro, I'm doubting this nigga's talent. So, and I don't know why.
Oh, damn. This
I
is
don't
gonna
know
call
why.
me judgmental and then say, yeah, now this nigga's ass. Like, what?
I don't know why Denzel's love working with this man, but yeah, I'll watch it. Fuck it. There's a Ted prequel series coming January 11th on Peacock for all the fans of Ted with Mark Wahlberg. You guys can get your little raunchy comedy fix on Peacock in January. There's also a new Fear Street movie coming to Netflix as well. Did you watch the Fear Street trilogy on Netflix?
No,
Oh
no.
wow, big self-proclaimed horror fan. How come you didn't watch it?
Because you told me it was mid, so I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was super mid. Um,
There you go.
Guys who are fans of the Super Mario Brothers movie, which came out this year, it's coming to Netflix on December 3rd. Check out for that. It's one of our favorite movies of the year. It's definitely worth to watch. If you're a fan of Super Mario Brothers, you'll enjoy. Julian?
There's nothing else that needs to be said, Monty.
Okay, remember when we reported a couple weeks ago the Office is doing like a remake?
Mm-hmm.
That's not happening anymore, according to the creator. Yay. However, he is interested. Greg Dale is interested in making a series set in the same universe as The Office. He says something like the notion of this documentary crew doing a documentary about a different subject.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe something in Scranton still with wacky characters. But I'm so glad this isn't going forward anymore because I was so against the fact of rebooting The Office because that's just a classic times three. What are your thoughts?
I agree. I mean, both of us were not happy that The Office was getting rebooted, but I mean, and I think both of us even suggested that they try something like this. Like, it doesn't have to be The Office. Like, it could be some other wacky adventure set in Scranton where maybe we get a camo from one of the Office characters every once in a while. But yeah,
Yeah.
this is probably going to go over better. I would think so. Let's do it.
Are you familiar with Adam 22 and his wife Lena the Plug?
Yeah. Didn't
Okay.
they? Didn't they? They're popular because she. Yeah, I know why they're popular. Yeah.
Well, he don't reveal too much, didn't he?
No. Because
Anyway,
like their big thing was she messed with some black dude or something, right?
it's so
Wait,
funny
wait,
hearing niggas.
weren't you
It's
weren't
so
you
funny
happy
hearing
about
niggas try
that?
to act like they don't know what's going on when they clearly
No,
know all
no.
the details. She messed with some black. Was his name Jason Love or something like that? Yes,
There we
nigga.
go. I'm sorry, I don't
Anyway,
know fucking male porn stars' names, nigga. Jesus Christ, fucking
they,
horny ass nigga. I know who Lena the Plug is. And I know who Adam 22 is. Yeah, I was
okay.
just
Well,
trying to say like she messed with some black guy. Yeah.
you know the black. Anyway, they have a podcast together called Plug Talk, and Adam 22 has created a reality show in where he's going to find a man who's going to smash his wife, which is Lena the Plug. Next, this is coming soon. Get it? Anyway, would you watch something like this potentially? And you can lie on the pod if you want to. And also, did you watch the Lena video with Jason Love? Just curious.
No and no. You are next level horny. It's crazy. Jesus Christ.
You okay? You didn't watch that video?
No, I didn't. And I didn't
Mm,
never watch Flavor of Love. I never watched New York, or whatever the fuck all those bullshit reality finding love shows is. I
Look,
don't give a fuck
look,
about none of that bullshit. I'm sorry.
look at me with a straight face and say you didn't watch the Lena the Plug video with Jason Love.
I never watched a Linda the Plug video with Jason Love.
I can see through them glasses. I can see the lies. Anyway, guys, Loki season 2 review and the Marvels review. We have a separate pod for that. Please go check it out. We give our full thoughts on both that series and the newest MCU entry movie. Um, did you watch any movies just since last time we talked besides
You
the
mean
Marvels?
since last week? No.
I
It's
mean, you could
literally
definitely watch a
Thursday.
movie. First of all,
Mm-mm.
nigga, we could have talked yesterday. You could have watched a movie between yesterday and now, so don't do that.
No. No.
Anyway, I watched one. It's called The Killer. This is the new David Fincher movie on Netflix right now. He's the acclaimed director of movies like Fight Club and Seven and Gone Girl. This is the movie starring Michael Fassbender. I was really excited to get into this movie just because of the names that were attached. And this movie kind of takes you inside the mind of somebody who's an assassin or who is a killer, and just kind of shows you like how they have to basically lose their humanity and strip themselves of all kind of emotion in order to do their job well in that profession. So on paper, this looks like it would be a really, really fun thing for me to explore. It does kind of explore that kind of thing where like there's a trained killer who's getting revenge. We've seen movies like this, whether it be Kill Bill or John Wick, but it's definitely a lot more or less glamorized in those kind of movies. It feels more like a realistic take on an assassin's journey to revenge. However, it tried to embrace like the mundaneness of what it's like to be an actual assassin in reality. Like it's a lot of scoping out, a lot of just sitting around waiting, a lot of planning your next target, and it kind of got lost in the sauce because, in my opinion, anyway, because that mundaneness quickly turned into boredom. They didn't find a way to make it interesting enough. If you're going to tell a more realized, grounded version of this kind of story, you've got to be able to still tell an entertaining story. Because I've always expressed in the pod, my number one thing when it comes to movies, more than cinematography, more than acting, more than plot, is the entertainment level. And I just found myself a little bit bored at times, or a lot of times in this movie, with its downtime and its uneventful moments between the killings and stuff like that. So Michael Fassbender does great as always. He's like the damn Terminator in this movie. There's no reasoning with him. He's gonna fucking kill you no matter what. But I just wish it gave me a little bit more. I ended up giving The Killer a C plus on Netflix streaming right now.
Mm.
Um, Last bit of news, guys, is MCU news. We got a couple drops and a couple things that have happened. Destin Daniel Cretton has left directing the Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. He will now focus on Shang-Chi 2 and the Wonder Man series, which is now going to be an MCU spotlight project. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, it's a little concerning just because it seems like this idea of them moving on from Jonathan Majors Kang is just getting more real and real by the day. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't love that, but whatever. Yeah. I'm excited that he's focusing on Shang-Chi too. I mean, I was a huge fan of Shang-Chi, and it's probably one of the best things aside from No Way Home that we've gotten post in-game.
Eternals,
So that's your opinion. So
Black Widow,
get the fuck out of here. Black Widow, you're funny.
Hawkeye.
Um, okay, those are all great opinions by Monty. Julian does not share those opinions at all. So yeah, let him focus on Shang-Chi too. If Kang Dynasty is not happening and they're going to replace it with something else, they need a different director. Sure.
How about the Wonder Man series news? You give a fuck about that?
Why would I give a fuck about that?
Well, the only interesting thing about that is that, like I said, it's going to be an MCU spotlight project. So we've expressed last pod that that's basically like Marvel's having a little segment of things that they create where it could be like MTV, TVMA, mature content, rated R kind of stuff. However, I saw something interesting online. I hope it's not true. It said that MCU spotlight projects will be in the MCU but not attached to the movies, or they won't be explored in the movies. That scares the hell out of me if that's true. Did you hear that about MCU spotlight?
I didn't, but that kind of makes sense to an extent. I mean, the entire point of the spotlight is that you don't have to watch everything to know what's going on here. So that would just mean the inverse is also true. Um, so are you wasting your time by watching these things? Yeah, yeah, could be. If that's the case, then Wonder Man can go straight to hell. I mean, if Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox wouldn't be an echo, then that could go straight to hell too. But I'm watching that for them. So yeah.
Mm. I'm scared now. I'm not gonna lie, because I would hate for Daredevil to come out the series and Born Again and be spotlight as well. But they wouldn't do nothing that crazy, would they? Who knows? Can't put nothing past Marvel these days.
Who knows?
Anyway, guys, we have our Fantastic Four. Guys, we have the cast. It's here. Um,
We don't. We only
we
have one confirmed, and he's not even confirmed.
It's
He's
been four
not.
confirmed now.
All right, got it. Go ahead. Let's talk about it because it's been confirmed by Marvel.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal has been confirmed, or strongly confirmed, basically strongly leaning towards it. Basically, he has a role basically of fucking Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. What are your thoughts on Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards if this comes to fruition?
I honestly don't hate it like a lot of people do. I don't love it, that's for sure. But we both know where I stand with the Fantastic Four. I don't think that they're important. I don't give a fuck about them. I really like anybody could play them, and I'll be like, okay, cool. Michael B. Jordan could show up again, and I'd be like, all right, cool. Johnny Storm. Like that's honestly how I feel. These characters are not important enough for me to care if Pedro Pascal's 48-year-old ass is playing Reed Richards. Um, 48-year-old, what is he? He's Cuban, right? He's Cuban or he's not Mexican. He's Cuban, I think. Or Chilean? He might be Chilean. Anyway, yeah. I don't care that he's not white. I'm sorry, I don't. Uh, he's one of the characters. Reed Richards is one of the characters for me. That's I don't care. Now, if this was Superman or Batman or somebody actually important, then I would have a problem. But I don't care that Reed Richards is not white. I'm sorry,
Okay,
Bonnie.
as somebody that actually cares about the source material and about Marvel's first family, I actually hate this casting.
Marvel's first
Um,
family.
I hate this casting. I like Pedro Pascal. He's cool. Last of Us, Mandalorian. He's having a huge career blossom this late in his career. It's cool to see.
Game of Thrones.
Don't Game of Thrones, whatever. Don't want this nigga as my Reed Richards. I just don't see it now. I never, I hardly ever come on the pod and say I don't like a casting. I'm always see the bright side, but with this one, I just don't see it. And it's rumored as well that highly rumored, it was just going to be confirmed any day now that Vanessa Kirby will be Sue Storm, and they're just so much. He's just so much older than her. It's gonna be a weird dynamic if that's the case. Um, the for Johnny Storm, it's rumored that they're going to be having the guy from Stranger Things. What's his name? I got it right here. Um, Joseph Quinn, who played Eddie in Stranger Things, Eddie Munson, and then Edmond Moss from the Bear will be playing Ben Grimm. This will be announced any day now, apparently. That casting, I don't care, but this entire casting as a whole, honestly, I'm so disappointed in it, man. We had Krasinski right there. He was a perfect Mr. Fantastic, in my opinion. Not from what we saw in Multiverse of Madness, but just more so from just on paper, he's just a good Mr. Fantastic. I want a Caucasian Mr. Fantastic. God damn it, that's too much to fucking ask for. Anyway, and also Galactus is rumored to be played by Javier Bardem. I think he has a great voice. Um, so let's fucking do it, I guess.
No, man, say it with your chest. What you got to say?
Great casting.
Oh, oh man. Look, I mean, once some of this stuff actually gets confirmed, then then maybe I'll have some type of outrage. But I mean, yeah, if Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards, who I don't care. I
He's
don't
too
know who
old, bro.
Vanessa Kirby
He's
is.
already 50. Like, nigga, if he's nigga, this is a team that needs at least 10 years to explore like how they need the Iron Man, Thor, Hulk treatment. Like they need to be the centerpiece of the MCU going forward. So,
Oh,
nigga, we want a 60, 65-year-old Mr. Fantastic when it's all said and done. Like, get the fuck out of here. Sorry.
all right. Well, we know how Monty feels, and we know how I feel. Let's move the fuck on.
And last thing, guys, is we have the new MCU release schedule. Okay, next year, July 26th, we get Deadpool 3. That's the only MCU movie coming out next year. I assume that's because of the strikes and what pushed some shit back. However, we get 4 MCU movies in 2025, which I'm excited for all 4 of these. Like, seriously excited. February 14th, right? Of course, this will change as we know. February 14th, 2025, we get Captain America 4. May 2nd, we get Fantastic Four. July 25th, we get Thunderbolts. And November 7th, we get Blade. So rank these 4, Julian, or these 5 actually. These 5 properties from most excited to least excited.
Most excited is Blade. Second would be Fantastic. I mean, sorry, Captain America 4. What were the other 3 options?
Deadpool 3, Fantastic Four, and Thunderbolts.
Yeah, so in that order, Deadpool 3 would be 3, Fantastic 4, 4, 5 would be Thunderbolts. Who gives a fuck about fucking Thunderbolts? I'm sorry, that's just gonna
You
be
so
ass.
anyway.
What about you, Monty? What do you think about this?
My top 5 will be actually number 1. Actually, I didn't think this would be the case, but Deadpool 3, just because of all the cameos, I'm excited
That
to
you're
potentially see.
yeah, okay. I'm about to say
I think
you better say potentially.
I want to see Goku. I want to see Aang. I want to see I want to see Henry Cavill Superman. I want to see all these niggas. Anyway, at number 2, I'm gonna go Thunderbolts, bro. I know you constantly disrespect Thunderbolts, but just that team of Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, David Harbour. Like those are all so many talented actors that I really fuck with, and I just enjoy them as actors. I think they're gonna bounce off so well off each other. It's gonna be a grounded street level show or movie, which I appreciate. Number 3, I'm gonna have to go Captain America 4. Love when Mackie and Stan get together. Well, will Stan be in Captain America 4 now that he's in Thunderbolts?
Hmm.
If not, you know what? I bumped that. I'm gonna put 3. I'm gonna put Fantastic Four, 4 Blade, just because all the rewrites. I'm scared of what is gonna happen, and 5. I put Captain America 4. So yeah,
Got it.
guys, that wraps it up. Julian, do you have any lasting thoughts about this here news pod we just did?
Great pod, man. We had a lot of things to discuss,
Was it
and
a great pod?
it was. And I appreciate you.
You say every pod is great, so that kind of loses steam
Uh,
now.
okay, then terrible fucking pod. Pod sucked ass. You were bad. I was bad. We were bad. How about that?
All right, all righty, guys. Thank you.